Yo, it's Milo Nowhere. I'm recording on the podcast and making this video for YouTube at the same time. Usually I download the video and, yada yada. But I'm trying something new right now. But anyway, somebody wants to know is I like this one actually. It says it would be interesting to hear about your opinion on girls who want to come back to your life. For example, what I'm going through is a girl which I used to talk to 2 years ago. She just texted me out of the blue and she wants to be in contact with me. Note, the reason not talking to her being that I wanted her and she didn't. Now it's very strange to see her lurk around after 2 years, even though she said that we wouldn't talk no more after that day. Okay, my friend, first of all, this reminds me of my experience dealing with women. And I'm not big on relationship advice or anything like that. I mean, my relationship advice is like, don't even pursue a relationship with a romantic relationship. I was hesitant to say romantic because I'm not very much of a romantic guy myself, but I just to kind of give you more of a visual, be as direct as possible. We're talking about these type of relationships. That's kind of the extent of my advice. But um, well, I mean, it's not really the extent of my advice, but I mean that's kind of what my philosophy is about it. But because I've been through a similar experience and it gave me a great deal of insight, um, I gotta speak on this one, man. This will save a lot of guys trouble by listening to this. I don't know if it will help women with the way relationships are set up these days, men to men, women to women. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. Just understand that I can't really speak on the psychology of everybody. I'm just speaking from my experience as a guy who's only been in relationships with women. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just coming from that aspect. Maybe it's something you can take away. But anyway, it was like that with my child's mother. Now I've spoken on this before. Uh, I was in the friend zone. I mean, I didn't have any game. I was very emotional, very timid. All these things that stopped me from being a rapist. That was good, but it I didn't kind of assert myself. Didn't really want to make it known what I wanted, but still found myself pursuing it. But anyway, I was in the friend zone with my child's mother for uh almost 5 years, and it wasn't until I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because I'm interested and you're not, and I'm tired of being that guy who you talk to about all these other dudes that you're dealing with and all these relationship problems. And I spent all this time thinking that I could good friend myself into getting laid. Now it's not one of those things where, oh, I've been so nice to you. Why won't you have sex with me? I genuinely cared about her. I mean, I was in the friend zone for 4.5 years. This wasn't no 90 days and I'm out type thing. Like, we were friends for a while, but after a while, I just got tired of it. Like, imagine being around somebody you so goddamn attracted to, can't even really touch, can't make out, can't do anything about the sexual frustration. And the sexual frustration actually went both ways. So that may not be your situation, but she didn't. It doesn't matter if the sexual tension was there for both of us, really, because I didn't have any follow through. I couldn't seal the deal. Um, I mean, I know that sounds a little dirty, but I mean, I couldn't seal the deal. I couldn't get her. I couldn't get her to want to go to, I don't know, next base with me, or if that's home or whatever it is. Um, yeah. So I couldn't get her to do that. Now, obviously, like I said, that wasn't the only thing that I wanted, but I couldn't get her to that point, and so I gave up. It wasn't about the sex, obviously, but I did give up because I wanted to take it as far as it could go. All right, didn't want to ruin our friendship or whatever, but I'm like, man, you're gonna mess around and ruin our friendship either way. And it's funny when it comes to her, it's like I will present a choice, and just because it's my choice and not hers, like she'll oppose it very fast, just to choose a decision that would likely turn out to be worse. Now I can't say if this is one of those things where okay, um, where my stance is, explore a romantic relationship with me, and I did air quotes if you listen to me on the podcast, or a romantic relationship with me, or I'm out, you know, and she's like, well, if we're going to be dealing with each other, we can't be romantic at all because I don't want to lose you. So, it's damn near a chance that either way, you know, we're gonna be going our separate ways. So I decided that I was just gonna go my separate way then, fine, peacefully. I wasn't gonna talk shit about her or anything. I was just gonna go peacefully and just be about my life and be lonely, and or just be alone and work on my life and things like that, things that I should have already been doing. But you grow up when you grow up, you bloom when you bloom. And very instantly, when I was like, I'm telling you, I'm not doing it anymore, that's when she started switching up. Now, this wasn't over the course of 2 years, but what happens in a small time frame can also happen in a over time, over the course of a few years. All right, and and a big thing here is like, sh- not every woman can take. In my particular case, it was more instant, but not you. You can't count on every woman to be able to deal with somebody wanting to call it quits. You know, I couldn't tell you the statistics, but in my life, the woman was always first to leave. It was never me because I didn't have much of an abundance mindset. Had a scarcity mindset, didn't want to lose anybody, grew up with abandonment issues. And so, um, I would try to keep a relationship going just because I didn't want to deal with that change. I didn't want to deal with that heartbreak. I didn't want to deal with the thought of my woman, you know, because obviously I own somebody. But no, in all seriousness, I didn't want to think about my woman having sex with somebody else. And in this situation, my child's mother, she was not my woman. So I mean, the way that I saw it, I was like, well, I'm already not getting anything out of you. So instead of having all this tension, instead of having all this disappointment or whatever, that I can't get what I want, then instead of doing it with you around, I mean I can do that by myself and just kind of get you out of sight and eventually um out of mind. But you know, I don't think she wasn't prepared for that. Now, if you listen to a lot of dating coaches, the male ones at least, they will tell you, the no contact rule is the move. You would think not talking to somebody would kind of give them the message that to stay away or something like that, or you think that it'll make them not like you or stop liking you or stop considering you or they'll forget you. Could be true in some cases, but in other cases it really gives people time to reflect and think about you, all of these things. So it's like when you go from having somebody in your life, a great deal of the time, and then all of a sudden they're gone, like it's going to leave a void if they mean something to you. All right. So my advice when it comes to guys is that, all right, you don't know these women, no matter how beautiful they look, no matter how intelligent. Don't go at it with the mindset of, oh my God, we're giving each other attention, like she's gonna be the one. You know, because people change their minds and they're allowed to. People choose and they're allowed to. All right, so you just kind of gotta, and until it's a done deal, don't see it as one. You know what I'm saying? Until you sign that deal, you have no deal. Okay, until you both consent, you have nothing. All right, so forget about what it could be, and spend more time dealing with the real. so you can have real expectations. And you know what I mean, expect rejection. I mean, rejection is a part of life, but hey, you get rejected by one, there's a billions more, you know? And I mean, in this country, in America, I mean, there's millions more. I mean, that's still great. All right. But, and your mindset got to be like, okay, purpose, purpose, purpose. I'll just keep focusing on my purpose. All right. I go around chasing women. I get away from my purpose. I chase my purpose. Maybe women are getting away initially, but they'll come back around. All right. You don't want to spend your life chasing women. You get women, and all of a sudden you think your purpose is going to come. It could happen that way, but it's a tough bargain. Like when your life is not stable enough, it's hard to bank on a woman accepting that. I mean, if they do, they do. But I mean, ideally, if I had to kind of do my life over, I mean, no regrets. But if I had to do my life over, it'd definitely be more structured. I would try to put things in order, so I don't feel like I gotta play catch up. So, but anyway, a lot of people who take the path of not really pursuing women, or perhaps they're incels or whatever it may be, that void, if they're really on their shit, will give them opportunity to just work on themselves physically and mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and get better their education and better their employment, really get themselves in a great position. Then, while they still in their prime, still got a whole life ahead of them, then they start getting in on the scene, you know? Uh, and for somebody like me, uh, I already reproduced. I'm practicing semen retention, of course. Um, and I am serious about my purpose. I got a lot of things to accomplish, and I'm really not with the games anymore. All right, I'm quick to tell somebody off now. All right, this is why I don't like to have a honeymoon phase with somebody I don't even know. All right, and so slowly but surely, I'm starting to understand what my worth is. All right, when women talk about they're the prize because they're so beautiful and everybody want them, I'm the prize. Why am I the prize? Because only 11% of women experience orgasms, and I'm responsible for that 11%. Now, I mean, not all of it, but I'm a part of that because, you know, I can get women off. I don't know why. I don't know if that makes me special or it's just because of my mindset where I just want to please a woman. I don't know, but that's where I'm at with it. All right, and because I know that, I mean, I'm no dummy. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I'm no dummy, and I know that that makes a name for myself. I have a reputation. All right, in the bedroom, and so I'm not phased by. I mean, I love women. I love how fucking sexy they are. All of those things. Love the way they smell and the way they can just submit and just you can melt into them. It's like, oh boy. But I now have it established that, man. I'm just like I said before. I just treat all women the same by default until we build some type of relationship. All right, and I don't cast away the women who I don't want to fuck, because that's like I think that's a very short sighted thing. It's very narrow minded to cast aside women just because you can't have sex with them. And that wasn't the case with my child's mother. It was just, or perhaps it was an extreme case. Because I wanted a relationship. I didn't just want to have sex, but that's a part of it. I wanted to take it all away. And well, she's my child's mother, so I got what I wanted. Many times over. And also, be careful what you ask for. Oh boy. Um, but yeah, man, that's just where I am in life. So my advice to you guys, that if you are in a situation where you are really feeling a woman and she ain't with it, go, just go peacefully, man. Or like You should just stop reaching out and let her reach out. So then it gets to the point where if she wants to hear from you, she have to reach out to you. And I mean, you just go from there. I mean, just don't ruin it. Don't say too much. Say less than, say no more than what's needed to be said. Don't try to wow somebody with your words. It's all about your action, Casanova. So just be about something. Be on your purpose. All those things. All right. So with that being said, uh, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.